sarap sa tinapay.
Kain pa para lumakas ka.
Gusto ko maging strong katulad niya.
Help strengthen bones with a strength builder of calcium from Cheese Whiz. Keep trying. Get stronger. Cheese Whiz.
Khi nào mọi thứ đỏ hết con mới được ăn.
Ba la ra màu đỏ.
Oreo đỏ lan tỏa lộc xuân.
Tunjukkan kekuatan dari dalam untuk gapai kuatmu. Beli biskuat dan menangkan kesempatan untuk latihan bersamaku. Bintang Garuda di Biskuat Academy.
Hey, it's chocolate.
More! You want more? You've got more! With more chips and more fun, it's gotta be the all-new Chips More!
Oh, my!
Gulay!
Ang fruit and veg! Bago to!
It's so fun!
May sarap ng fruits at may sustansya ng gulay.
Ang sarap! Oh, gulay! Ang gulay!
Try the new Tang Fruit and Veg.
Teriam เตรียมลมหายใจเย็นสดชื่นไปกับฮอน
Shots tayo!
Shots!
Guys, tingnan nyo to. Oh guys, ako naman.
Uy! Oh!
Shots tayo! Enjoy Cadbury Shots! Sa pagbabago ng mundo, ang samahan dito sa aming hapag nagbago rin. Ngunit Eden lang ang kailangan para magkasalo ulit sa hapag at pasarapin ang pagsasama ng pamilya.
Dagdag po ba ng Eden, Mama?
Bawat kagat na paglalapit ko ang aking pamilya. Ito ang mga moment sa hapag na talaga namang kay sarap namnamin. Eden.
Ako tatipo. Parang mo nga nahingatin mo check level niya.
Nga.
Tapi ako nga lakuin. Wah, sama niya ko cuma kasih kalian air dan tepung. Ternyata semuanya berwarna kuning dan aku keju. Belum tentu keju asli.
Jadilah ibu pintar dan cek labelnya. Pastikan keju di urutan pertama komposisi. Keju asli New Zealand dengan kebaikan calcium milk hanya Kraft Cheddar. Kraft, kejunya asli, nutrisinya pasti.
It's here. The all-new Cadbury Zip. Now more chocolatey.
Family time na! Let's go tanghalian muna!
Siksik sa vitamin C of oranges. It's tanghalian! It's tanghalian! Kompletong tanghalian is Tang!
Dad, it's Sunday!
Time for stress, stop the work. Hey, daddy, 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 let's play. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. It's a chance to play. Whoa, oh, 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 Oreo. Whoa, oh, 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 Oreo.
We are the makers and bakers of Mondelez International, the world's leader in global snacking. Our future has never been brighter, tastier, healthier, sweeter, crunchier, or bolder.
We're pushing the boundaries of what's possible with fresh questions, ideas, and perspectives. We are ready to disrupt.
It's our mission to lead the future of snacking around the world by offering the right snack for the right moment made the right way. We are snacking made right.
This opens up exciting possibilities because if you make it with us, you make it with pride.
You're left with brands that people fall in love with. They're the wonders of our childhood. The warmth, the delight, the memories.
We are constantly innovating for the future. As our world and tastes change, so do we.
With us, you make it uniquely yours because we want you, just as you are, leaning in, speaking up, and challenging your limits.
With us, you make it a better world. Being global isn't about being big. It's about being part of something bigger than yourself.
A place where the world is yours to protect as well as enjoy. A place where days are filled with different voices, different possibilities, different cultures, but driven by the same shared purpose, empowering people to snack right.
With us, you make it happen.
We're hungry to seize every opportunity and stretch towards new challenges, loving what we do, but not taking ourselves too seriously.
With us, you'll have the space to make a difference. To do more, learn more, and grow more.
Make it with pride.
Make it uniquely yours.
Make it a better world.
Make it happen.
Make it with Mondelez International. Snacking made right.
All right, a pleasant evening, Southeast Asia. Welcome to the most awaited Taste the Future Southeast Asia Business Challenge 2022, the grand launch. I am Gia Supetran. I am a production planner in the Southeast Asian region, and I am joined by my super cool colleague, Daniel. Care to introduce yourself?
Hey, Southeast Asia. I'm Daniel, and I'm in the modern trade sales function in Malaysia. And we're so excited to welcome you here for our launch of the Taste the Future Business Challenge.
Yup, today we'll be putting on Glenn, our Southeast Asia business lead, in the hot seat. And then later on, we'll have a chat with our Southeast Asia HR lead, Maha.
After that, we'll be welcoming last year's champions, Toddler 1, to share some tips on how to ace this challenge.
Yup, all right. To start things off, we're actually going to play a game with everyone inspired by a TikTok trend. The game is called Tell Us Which Country You're From Without Telling Us Which Country You're From.
Nice. How do we play this game, Gia?
Actually, Dan, it's pretty simple. We just need the audience, aka you guys, to type in the chat some hints that kind of represent your country. It could be anything like cultural delicacies, food, landmarks, traditions, festivals, or anything that kind of represents your country.
Cool. Sounds pretty simple. Let's give the audience a sample. I can go first. Put it this way: from where I'm from, I have a pretty good view of the Twin Towers.
Twin Towers. Okay. I'm guessing you're from Malaysia?
Well done, correct. So that's how you play the game. And I think our audience has a gist of the rules. So we invite you guys, to type in your clues, your hints into the chat box, and we'll have a look at it and try to guess where you're from.
Yep. I'm actually very excited to see where our viewers are coming from today. So whenever you guys are ready, we'll just wait for the comments to start flowing in. Dan, while we wait, how do you feel about today's launch? Are you excited?
Really excited for today's launch. I want to hear from all these brilliant and inspiring people who have, either participated in a challenge or people who are generally have a good view of the business as well. And just so excited to hear what they have to say today.
Oh, okay. I think, our viewers are a bit shy. Dan, what do you think?
I'm seeing a few. Okay, let's pick out some. I'm seeing banh mi. Where could that be?
Banh mi.
Banh mi is the clue.
I think it's Vietnam. Is my guess correct?
I'm pretty sure that is the answer. I hope that's the answer. Please correct us if you're wrong, by the way. We might not always get it right.
Okay, here's one for you, Dan. Someone in the comments is saying they have a cultural delicacy called balut. Where do you think that's from?
Balut. That's from the Philippines, right?
Yeah. I can confirm
Nice.
There's a cultural delicacy here. I think we have time for one more.
Let's pick out another one. Oh, this one I'm not familiar with. Kare kare, is that how you say it?
Yes, actually, perfect question. Kare-kare is also from the Philippines. It's another food
Right.
that we enjoy here.
I see some of my favorites here as well. I see tom yum gong. Wow, I'm feeling a bit hungry now. We're just listing food out, aren't we?
Yeah, I actually see some durian as well in the chat. But some other people are actually stating places now, like Boracay, again here in the Philippines.
Anyway, yeah, I think that's about what we have time for. Thanks for contributing. Thanks for having a chat with us.
Yep, actually, those were really some interesting hints to describe some of the Southeast Asia countries. Thank you again, everyone, for your active participation. And I sure have yet to travel to many of these countries. But for now, let's invite someone who oversees the business unit throughout these different countries that we mentioned. I'm delighted to give Glenn Caton a warm welcome to the stage. Hi, Glenn. How glad to have you here. What are you most excited for today's launch?
Hi, Gia. Hi, Dan. Great to be with you, and warm welcome everybody to the Southeast Asia Business Challenge for Mondelez 2022. It's great to be with you all. I thoroughly enjoyed last year's challenge, and we'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. So it's just great to connect with talent from across Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia is one of the richest, most diverse, most dynamic parts of the world. I love living and working here, and I can't wait to start traveling again after a long 2 years of COVID and meeting everybody around the region. But great to be with you both.
Can't wait to see you in Malaysia, Glenn. Anyway, that's great to hear. To spice things up for today's event, we're going to put you in the hot seat if that's okay with you. So that means we'll be asking you some quick 5 questions throughout this segment.
Happily, please go for it. Don't hold back.
All right, we won't. All right. So first question we have for you. Please tell us, how are you today? And how do you plan to spend the long weekend? I understand you have a long weekend in Singapore, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm great today. Thank you. We just got our market share results in this morning for the quarter. I'm winning in Southeast Asia, so it's always a good day when the market share's in green. I'm really looking forward to the long weekend, like many of us here in Singapore. I've got 2 boys, Sam and Joe, who are 18 and 15. And my wife Liz, and we've got some friends who are actually visiting Singapore, so we're going to have a meal out with them and enjoy some Singapore delicacies, maybe some spicy chili crab or something.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Right, next question. What is your favorite experience from last year's competition?
Yeah, I was honestly blown away last year by, frankly, just the quality of the entries. I was joking with my team, but only half joking, that the talent across Southeast Asia amongst the graduates who applied was just tremendous. And the quality of the standard of the thinking, the presentations was really, really impressive. So you've all got a high bar to match from last year. The second thing was the creativity. There was such a breadth of ideas from around the region. It was tremendous. I mean, really genuinely thought-provoking and inspiring for our business. And then finally was the consumer centricity of the ideas. You know, the design thinking approach, really getting under the skin of what consumers, you know, feel, want, need, and believe, really came through in all of the ideas, as well as how it would benefit the business and benefit the world around us. So it was great quality, great creativity, and very consumer centric.
Yeah, I can imagine how these young people create their ideas. I'm really inspired by them as well myself. But I'm sure they want to learn a little bit more about you as well. So our next question for you is, as someone who has been to different companies, what makes Mondelez special for you?
Yeah, thanks, Joe. It's a great question. I've been at Mondelez now 8 years. I started my career at Procter & Gamble, and I've joined a few different companies between Procter & Gamble and Mondelez. I've had lots of different experiences. I think 2 or 3 things come to mind. First of all is our brands. You saw the wonderful brands represented in the adverts at the start of this event. And we do have some of the world's most iconic brands, both locally with amazing brands like Eden and Tang in the Philippines, Kindo in Vietnam, Cozy, Solite, Chips More up there, Malaysia with Dan. I'm sure he enjoys a cookie or two. And you know, Kraft cheese, and then obviously the iconic Oreo, the world's biggest cookie brand, as well as Cadbury. I grew up in the UK, and Cadbury is the biggest consumer goods brand in the UK and one of the biggest chocolate brands in the world. And it's a real pleasure and a privilege to work on brands that consumers love around Southeast Asia and globally. I think the second thing is our people. It really is a great place to work. I mean, I love the people I work with. I love my team. I love everybody who works in Southeast Asia Business Unit. It's very collaborative as a culture. I think it's very supportive, but it also really stretches you to improve, grow, and develop. And then finally is careers. We do generally have a philosophy where we want to give people international experiences that they're able to stretch, grow, and develop themselves, not just in their home market, but around Southeast Asia, around AMEA, but also beyond globally. And there's so many examples. You know, we've got Malaysians working in Thailand, we've got Vietnamese working in Singapore, we've got, you know, Indonesians working in global roles, we've got Filipinos, so two Filipino colleagues just going over to the UK to work. We've just sent somebody who's an Indian in Singapore over to the US to work in our corporate development team. So many, many examples of where really interesting international careers, you know, aren't just a theory, but they're happening every day.
Yeah, as someone who works in Mondelez, I am one of the people who is very lucky and fortunate to have been able to get this kind of opportunity. And just to make things a little bit lighter, since you did mention our brands earlier, as a multinational snacking company, I would just like to ask you what your favorite brand is and why.
Yeah, I'll start with the why. I mean, I grew up with this brand. It was the first probably treat for most British kids growing up, and that's Cadbury. You know, in the UK, Cadbury's 200 years old, and it's truly iconic. I mean, every child, their first Easter treat is a Cadbury Easter egg, their first Christmas treat is a Cadbury, their first taste of a snacking is a Cadbury chocolate. And so I grew up with that, and it's dear to my heart and still love it to this day. But around Southeast Asia, I mean, I have many favorites. I love a Solite cake. I like Chips More cookies, and I'll enjoy a glass of Tang when I go to the Philippines. So many great brands here as well.
Yes, you know, I can relate. Honestly, just listening to all the snacks that you've mentioned, I feel a little bit more hungry than I did earlier. But yeah, every day, you know, it's just really nice to walk into the pantry and just grab a little bite and a little snack. Anyway,
hey,
yes.
I feel, sorry to interrupt, I feel really bad as talking about food and snacking with anybody respecting Ramadan at the moment. So apologies for all Muslim colleagues who are in fasting mode, and we're talking about snacks. But all the best for the Ramadan festive for you guys.
Yes, yes, very much so. I've got a final question, and it's not about snacking anymore. What is your ambition for Mondelez in Southeast Asia, especially at the sustainability front?
Yeah, we've got a huge ambition for the business. Let's start there. I mean, we're a $1.2 billion business today. We want to double that business in the next 5 years or so and more than treble it by 2030. But we do need to drive growth in a way that's truly sustainable for the planet. So we are committed to things like fully recyclable packaging. We have some of the world's leading sustainable ingredients programs of world famous Cocoa Life, where we have a significant investment in farming technology in Indonesia, where we're inventing new ways to farm to improve yield, improve livelihoods, and improve the communities, investing in the communities which we rely on for our very existence. So I would say exciting future on growth, and growth that's sustainable, not just for our business, but for the planet and the people that we work with every day.
Yeah, I love that answer about sustainability. Indeed, we are responsible for our future and future of us in this earth. So, that was actually quite an intense hot seat indeed. But with that, I'd like to thank you so much, Glenn, for sharing your bits of wisdom with us today. And right after this, actually, we'll be welcoming our Southeast Asia HR lead, Maha.
Thanks.
All right, now to reveal the Taste the Future Business Challenge and what the Design Challenge is all about this year, let's welcome our HR lead, Maha. Please come up to the stage. Hi. So Maha, I'm going to spare you from the hot seat, but we'd love to know more about this challenge and the concept of design thinking. So would you care to share more with us?
No, absolutely. And I think before I do all that, I must, really say a very, very warm welcome to each one of you, on this call. This is my sixth year in Mondelez, but first year in Southeast Asia. And I'm so keen to, really see what is it that the Southeast Asia young talents can come up with, and do you have it in you to shape the future for us as we really ambition to make Southeast Asia the growth engine for Mondelez globally. And that's really what we dream of. And we're really looking forward to kind of seeing how you can partner us in that, everyone on this call. Now, I don't want to bore you with a long spiel, but I must say that at Mondelez, across our markets, we believe in investing really early in our talents. And it is a little surprise that in so many of our markets, the leadership team actually has people who may have joined us fresh out of campus and grown with us, across roles, countries, and I know Glenn gave a few examples, but we have so many, that have joined us from campus, and that's why we call it Taste the Future, because you are really our future, and we want to invest early in getting you on board and seeing how we can provide platforms for each one of you to grow within us. Now, towards that, one of the things that Mondelez uniquely does is to engage with you and your campus, not after hiring, but before hiring. Not only kind of involve you in some live business problems, and we'll come to that in a moment, but also in mindfully investing in your own skill development. And that's why this entire piece is not just a case study competition. It is actually an immersive experience to what it will be like if you Now, As I really say, so what is this case study competition? And what is it really that makes this unique, right? It's a virtual competition across Southeast Asia. So any of you in small teams has an opportunity to solve some real business problems. This is not a random case study. It's a real business challenge, which we are defining broadly. So the other exciting thing is that I have a teenage son, so I know that none of you want to be told what to do, right? So our attempt is actually not to tell you this is the problem we want to solve. Our attempt is to say this is the bigger agenda we're trying to drive, and that is that we want to lead the future of snacking. Now the invitation to you is how might we really specifically identify a problem which will help us solve that bigger agenda. So it's up to you to decide which problem you would solve.
Maha, so sorry to interrupt. My apologies. I think the audience is hearing a little echo at this point. But so before you go deep into it, to the meat of it, I just request that you check your microphone, or perhaps your YouTube live could be playing on the background. I'm not too sure about that, but could you just test it a little bit?
No, nothing at my end. I have my mic unmuted, which perhaps is needed, but I hope that the other speakers have their mics off. And I don't know if it's gotten any better. And thanks for letting me know.
No worries.
Is this any better, team?
I think we're actually encountering a little bit of technical difficulties. Thank you everyone for your feedback. Everyone's saying that I think the audio should be a bit better now. Maha, would you like to try? Then we'll just see how.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to give it a try. And please let us know if you can still hear the echo.
Okay, everyone says it's great, Maha. Please continue because we do like to learn more about this design challenge. Take it away.
Thank you. Are you sure this was not your own version of a hot seat with me?
Good try, but no, you're safe from the hot seat today, Maha.
All right. So team, to cut the long story short, we are keen to kind of hear from you. I'm keen to see what is it that Southeast Asia talent can come up with. Because it's you, this challenge is actually broad. We are not telling you, here is the one problem that we are struggling with. The brief is broad. We want to lead snacking. Within that, what could we do differently is a theme that you in your small team can identify. How we are going to partner with you in that is two things. One, we are going to invest in a focused training on design thinking, and I'll come to that in a moment. It's on the next page, and we'll help you see, how to use design thinking and whether or not, you join us as an employee later on or as a colleague later on. This is one skill which is a hot skill, and it's a life skill. It is, I'm sure, something that you can use anywhere that you go. And I'll come to that in a moment. But this challenge then actually lets you pick a challenge, engage with our customers, find a solve, test it with our customers, and then propose what is it that we can do. Now, what makes it exciting is you'll be engaging with consumers directly, you would be testing your prototypes, and of course, there are some fun awards and prizes. And the way this entire piece is designed, some of you would actually get to present your ideas, the top few of you, to the country leadership teams where you're based. And then the best amongst that will have a face-off and a showdown at a Southeast Asia level. And all of us at the Southeast Asia leadership team are really looking forward to see how you guys come and help us lead the future of snacking. So two sentences on design thinking, really. It's a cool skill. It tells you how to really design and innovate, not just product, but also packaging and process, keeping a consumer in mind. So it helps you systematically get into the shoes of the consumer. And as you try out and build your ideas, continuously engage with the consumer so that you can rapidly prototype and come up with an idea which is well tested. The great thing is there would be certified people who would be training you on this ahead of you, identifying which consumer problem I really want to solve, or which consumer opportunity do I want to really help Mondelez Southeast Asia pick. And as you build out your proposals, we would find ways to help you ideate and test your prototypes with your consumers. I hope that is exciting and you're excited to give this a try and play. And well, there are some predecessors of yours from last year who did a wonderful job, as Glenn said. So we are going to be listening from them shortly. Personally, I am really waiting to see if you have it in you to actually help us lead the future of snacking, not only in Southeast Asia, but through Southeast Asia for Mondelez globally. So look forward to hearing from all of you. All the very best. And really welcome each one of you all to really help us identify how might we lead the future of snacking in Southeast Asia. So all the best, team, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Maha, for that session. Just want to make it clear to the audience as well. You know, I think some of the audience may have missed some segments of this, but fret not. We will have a this is recorded on our end, and we have a clear version of exactly what was shared with Maha, and we will be sharing that with you very shortly after the session as well, so that you don't miss a single thing on the design challenge itself. All right. Anyway, so usually with regards to design thinking, we call it an aha moment whenever we have ideated our big brilliant idea. But in this case, I believe that we just had a Maha moment right there. So thank you very much, Maha, for sharing this with us. Honestly, it's so insightful, and I believe that the participants, for those who heard and for those who will be hearing this design thinking challenge and protocol in detail, I'm sure that they would really benefit from what they've just learned and heard from you today. Anyway, don't go yet, because we'll be having an exclusive chat with last year's winners of the Taste the Future Business Challenge, Team Toddler 1, right after this. Thank you. All right, so up next we have the Toddler 1, winners from the last year's challenge, and they're here to share their experience during and after the competition with us today.
Yes, hello girls, and mabuhay to us in the Philippines. We have prepared some questions for you today as well, and yes, we will be giving you guys the hot seat today. Yes, so I'm sure that this year's challengers would be excited to hear what you guys have to say. So with that, let's start. Dan, would you like to begin?
Sure. Can we just have a check that they're on the screen? Yes, there we go.
Hello. Hello.
All right. So I'm just going to start off with a simple question to begin with. We'd like to know, what was your biggest challenge from last year's competition, and how did you figure out the solution to solve it?
I think the biggest challenge in the competition is the brainstorming part. There was a time when we got really excited because we thought that we already had the eureka moment. We were all thinking that this is it, this is our winning idea. But when we tested it on our users and gave their feedback, we realized that our idea does not really answer their pains or gains. So for a while, we got pretty sad and unmotivated since we needed to start from scratch. So we listened to our users again and really empathized with them this time to make sure that what we're creating is targeting the right opportunity. So that's why the key point in design thinking is to really understand your users and to be able to come up with a solution or innovation that positively impacts your target users.
Wow, that sounds great. Honestly, design thinking doesn't sound as straightforward all the time, is it? And sounds a bit messy as well. And you guys seem to handle that really, really well. Now on to the rapid fire questions. The first one I have for you is, what is a unique experience that you had during the competition?
Definitely being mentored by industry leaders on Mondelez for the first time. So when we won the country finals in the Philippines, we got to talk to the top executives on Mondelez Philippines and get some feedback and suggestions on how to improve the way we presented our idea. So that was exciting.
Wow, that must have been really, really insightful as well, getting some insights and conversation with market leaders, right? I can just imagine, wow, how much you've learned from this already. The next question I have for you is, how did the competition impact your pre-career or student life?
So this competition actually helped us widen our horizons in internships and at the same time improving our design thinking skills, which we can apply to our course, industrial engineering. Aside from that, we also gained exclusive access to Mondelez and friendship with Mondelez employees, especially in Southeast Asia, whom we still stay connected until now.
All right. I think before we proceed, I think again we're having some technical difficulties. Just wanted to check if everybody can hear clearly on their end. If there are any concerns, just give a little shout out in the comment section if you're having any problems. Okay, looks like we're good to go. So now we can continue with the rapid fire questions. Next would be if you were to describe the competition in one word, what would it be?
It would be life-changing.
Oh, okay. I see. How about did you guys see any connection from the competition? And I heard you guys had an internship. Was there any connection? And if so, what would it be?
I think the connection that we had with the competition and with our internship would be to think fast, think hard, and to think smart.
Okay, good connections, I see. And finally, would you have any tips or words of wisdom that you guys would want to share to this year's challengers?
Getting into the competition isn't easy, definitely. So here are some key tips that we have put into heart and applied that helped us bag the championship. So number one is to put the consumers at heart. Personally, I think this is the most important and my favorite one. So since this competition is centered around design thinking is all about empathy. So you connect with your consumers, you understand what they see, they feel, they think, and they do. And of course, you address their needs through your Mondelez idea. The reason why you are innovating is because you are solving the pain point of your consumers. So it's very, very, very important that your project, your innovation is centered on your consumer.
Second, agility over perfection. And what we mean by that is that you have to fail forward. The reality is that you won't find the perfect idea. You won't get your aha moment in 2 or 3 meetings. In fact, for us, it took nearly 2 weeks just to find one solid idea. So whatever you have, work on that, even if you know that it's not a strong pitch yet. Trust that the perfect idea for you will come to you if you just allow yourself to fail and fail and fail, and eventually you will get one good win. And then next, go for blue sky thinking. This means go crazy. Think of 10 different ideas or maybe even more. Don't limit yourself to what you already know because there is so much to learn outside of your personal body of knowledge.
The great thing about this competition is it doesn't restrain you. So the crazier and the more unique your idea is, the more that it will stand out. So go for those disruptive, groundbreaking, big ideas and then test that with your users and work on their feedback, whether it worked or it didn't work. Of course, ensuring that your idea benefits the consumers, the company, and the society. So I think that is the last and final recipe for success in Taste the Future Business Challenge.
Wow, guys, I really feel like we got a little glimpse of how to approach this kind of competition. Like Dan said, you guys really make it feel like this design thinking is something that we all can do and, we would enjoy doing.
Seriously, I'm sure our challengers this year would have really appreciated the advice from Team Toddler 1 because I know I do, and we can apply design thinking into every part of our lives, seriously. But anyway, thank you so much, Team Toddler 1, for taking the time off today to share your insights with us. That was really great.
Yeah, and actually, everyone, with that, we would like to just say thank you for joining us today for our Taste the Future Business Challenge launch.
All right.
Hey, Dan, are you still there?
Yes, I am. And just to, put in a little bit of an ending here for those of you that are still with us. If you have not gone yet, please don't go. Don't turn off your YouTube. Keep it on, please. So firstly, we'd like to thank you guys for coming, but also we need to let you know that we have our social media platforms that you could follow if you want to know more about the business challenge and more about our company brands as well. So if you want more updates and insights, that is the place to be.
Yes, and actually we have one last announcement for everyone. We have actually extended the registration for this business challenge until April 22.
Yes, you heard that right. Registration is open until April 22nd. So tell your friends that they too are welcome here at Mondelez International. So just one more time, the handle on Instagram or social media pages is Mondelez International, at Mondelez International. Yes. So, see you guys really soon.
Yes, once again, I am Gia Supatran.
And I am Daniel Mak from Malaysia.
Yes, we thank you guys really for coming to today's launch.
Yes, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye. Good night.